So our next founder that we have coming up is Rob, who is the CEO and founder of Beacon. And this is another, I mean, we've have such amazing founders in this cohort. So, Rob is, a very talented founder. He, has been at the helm of four exits as the CFO. So he definitely knows how to build something of value. And, some of the things that I've seen that Rob does really well is he has a quality that, came up in the panel earlier. He knows how to listen deeply to his customers and he iterates quickly. And I've seen this in real time over the past couple months working with him as he's kind of figured out exact product market fit. I've sat in on calls with him with potential customers as he's kind of listened to them and then been able to, develop his product into something that is a true need for them and solves a problem that they have. And as a result, in the course of this cohort, I've watched him as he's rapidly closed, upwards of 10 deals from his, his ICP and his main customer. So I'm very excited to see what he's going to continue to do as he continues to grow and let him tell you more about what he's building. Thanks a lot.
AI slop is getting in the way of a lot of things right now for buyers and sellers. It's making sales cycles slower, it's making it hard to know what information you can trust, and it's making it harder to know who you can trust. But there's one thing that's always worked: referrals. Referrals worked then and referrals work now. According to Harvard Business Review, 84% of B2B purchases originally start from a referral. And this is something that I saw as a CFO of venture-backed and PE-backed businesses. One of the things that drove me nuts as a CFO is how much money we wasted on the wrong sales channel, specifically when I knew that the best sales channel that we often had was referrals. I lived through 4 exits and have done the journey of 0 to 100 million in revenue, and that's what pushed me to start Beacon. Beacon is the first solution that combines 3 elements. Human connection. We focus on warm, not cold. Incentives. We make it worth people's time. And gamification. We make it feel more like a game than a chore. And what's the result? We take the trust that all of you have built offline and turn that into online connections that can convert to cash. So let's talk about what people are doing today. There's obviously word of mouth. It's free, it's cheap, but it's an inconsistent way to build pipeline and scale a business. The next category of cold data and social platform is becoming increasingly noisier. I even just saw some of you cringe looking at Apollo, LinkedIn, Zoom Info. And even though it's a good discovery tool, it's getting noisier and more of a waste because it's not actionable. Then you have outsourced lead gen. Honestly, the only thing that it's good for is a great picture on the slide. But spray and pray as a strategy converts exactly like you think spam would. And then you have Beacon. From our perspective, we're focused on the most important thing, which is that your best customers come from referrals. So let's talk about how it works. Beacon unlocks warm leads in 2 steps. We map out a business's network, and then we activate and incentivize intros and deals. In terms of the step 1, we map out a business's network when they invite past clients and other personas in. We build a referral graph around those personas, and then we press play when they're ready, and we're ready to release that with our ICP agent to target warm intros. The step 2 is we're activating those intros and deals based on incentives that we've contractually agreed upon with the business. And those deals close faster because they're coming from a warm intro. So we make money as this happens in 2 ways. We generate revenue as meetings are completed and deals are closed. The average customer with us will generate us somewhere between $60,000 and $100,000 annually, which is based on getting 4 meetings from those warm intros that convert somewhere between 25 and 50% of the time. So we'll go from where we are today to $1 million in revenue with 25 customers. The opportunity is that there's over $1 trillion spent annually supporting sales for professional services organization and software businesses. We're starting where our founding team's network is the strongest, which is finance and accounting services firms, as well as software development shops. Like Christine helpfully mentioned, we've seen immediate traction because the pain is so acute. Just in the last 3 weeks of the Trailblazer Accelerator, we closed 10 deals for $87,000 with 2 additional ones out for signature to push us past 100,000 immediately. The confidential logo that's on the slide is a 40,000 person accounting firm that confirmed even for someone like them as sophisticated and big, this pain point is so acute, they need the solution immediately. In terms of how we scaled, I obviously just showed 10 instances where we did one-to-one sales to get 10 contracts. I know that we can get past 25 in shorter than the next 12 months as we have those in motion, and there's a ton of people in here that I'd love to talk to after. But as we look to scale past the one-to-one sales motion, we're targeting relationship hubs. We have one conversation in motion right now, and think of that relationship hub as a trade association, like an Ohio X, as an accelerator or Trailblazer instance, like a JumpStart, or an enterprise opportunity, like a Workday, Salesforce, or ServiceNow. Contract with the hub, and you have immediate access to hundreds, if not thousands, of companies. I couldn't be more ecstatic to be building here in Cleveland with 2 technical co-founders, Chris, our repeat CTO, who's on the slide, our lead developer, who's a 10X engineer, who'll be transitioning in after the accelerator, and combine that with my background in financial operations. In terms of the fundraise, heading into the accelerator, we raised a little over $400,000 in a friends and family raise, and are targeting a $2 million seed that will kick off fundraising after the Trailblazer is complete. And doing that to attack not just the 25 customers in tandem with 3 relationship hubs, but pursue $1 million in revenue in under 12 months. And then from a use of funds perspective, we'll primarily use that to deploy accelerating product development in conjunction with go-to-market spend. I started the presentation talking about trust. Trust is at an all-time low in society. Whoever wins the market is going to win a huge opportunity, and Beacon is not just the business to do that, it's the infrastructure to power it. Whether you're someone who's a believer in companies like Beacon here in Cleveland, or you're a supporter who's interested in talking to us afterwards, we invite you to scan the QR code and then find me afterwards. I'll be in a bright fluorescent hoodie, which will make it very easy to find me. Thank you.
Great job, Rob. Any questions? Who here is Northeast Ohio's next best beacon? Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
So it seems like the messaging platform is pretty secure so that you all can track the transactions that happen. Do you have any sort of guardrails to protect any outside connections where you would miss out on that transaction fee?
Great question. And for those of you who saw the lunch earlier, I'll try and tie it into an answer that Tatiana gave around what she sees as a big bet to make in Ohio, specific to fintech and decentralization. So the question that was asked, I'll word it as a verification question. So you have 3 parties who could verify the transaction. They refer the prospect as well as the business itself. And so the mechanism with which we built the referral work stream is with a longer perspective to decentralize the verification of trust. So yes.
Thank you. Another question?
Hi, great presentation. Just curious, it seems like it's a transaction-based business model right now. Will it be moving towards more of a recurring or reoccurring type revenue model?
Sure. So right now, the 10 customers that we're working with, we're living in 2 different models. One is a retainer-based model. Oops. Where as the events happen, we draw down. So there's an upfront fee, essentially an access fee, and then we earn money as we go. And then the second is an outcome-based approach where we're winning with the customer. And so we believe that as we get into the relationship hub phase, it will unlock the ability to charge a front-end access fee.
Thank you. One more round of applause for Rob.